Hello, 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 good people. Miss Carla, you lucky. You heard what I said, Miss Carla. You lucky. What you gonna do about it? Miss Carla. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Y'all get on up in here. I just mad, but y'all come on in. Happy Friday. All that. To my amazing mods, hello and welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I appreciate y'all so much. Hey, Miss Faith. She says, good evening, everyone. Miss Maria says, good evening, squad. Y'all know what it is. It's a G thing. Get in here. Come on in the room and close the door now. Grab a snack and a seat and let's chat it up. Now it's a Friday night. Y'all better come on up in here. Ain't that often y'all don't catch me on no Friday night time. I ain't like I got nothing else to do. But anyway. Miss Maria says, what she say? House rules, no CC's names, initials only. Use creative spelling for curse words. Over here, we agree to disagree. Respect for discourse only. All is alleged in our opinion for entertainment. That's right. Help us grow. Hit that diagram like button. That's what you do. Like, share, and to the subscribe. She says, to Miss Faith, how's the hardest working sister in the chat? When I see me and Miss Faith going up against that today, honey, because I just got out work and I'm mad. I'm mad, cousin. Why? Cause I'm mad. I'm tell y'all in just a little taste. And Miss Carter to my son, hey y'all. Miss Carter to my G, you come in talking mess, LOL. You might need to check your phone while you talking about I come up in here talking mess. You don't scare me, Miss Carter. Show don't. You better check your phone. Miss Carter to my hey Maria. Miss Maria to my Carla. Hey neighbor, my sister Maud. Hope you stayed warm today. I hope her toe froze today. I hope that toe got froze today. Maria, I was in the cold today. See there? See, I just said that. I hadn't even seen it. Hey, Miss Charnel. Hello and welcome. Happy Friday. Happy Friday to y'all. Yes, but I'm still mad. Girl done work hard today, like a Hebrew slave. I was going over yonder to get my cheeseburger. Had it laid out just like I wanted it. Traffic so bad out here. Somebody done hit a dynamic school bus. First chance I got to take that exit, I said, let me exit and I'm gonna give it about an hour and let this here mess calm down. And then maybe I'll try it again. Or get out there. Cause girl got to eat. Yeah, I gotta eat. I had it laid out too. I wanted my cheeseburger and them old thick French fries too. Ooh. I'm in my feelings right now. Sure is. Miss Carla, don't come out here mess with me. Cause I ain't in the mood. Sure ain't in the mood for that mess today. Nah. Talk to me after I eat. My sweet. To myself, hello everyone. What a great Friday we have. LOL. What? Well, I know the good Lord has woken us all up this morning. I'm so glad to see y'all. But what else is going on with you, my sweet? You done went back down yonder, over yonder to the Fort Dix again, honey? You been over there? Child, I bet she done been over yonder with she just determined not to let that little thing out there on that yard have did it, child. All I know, honey. Let's go to my G. Why you mad? And you bought a cheese. Girl, I ain't went out there and got it not yet. I got out work. I was going to get my cheeseburger. I see you really making me mad. I said the traffic is bad. A van hit a school bus. I took the first thing that I could take to get to where I need to get to, and that's it. That's all. Now, Miss Charnel says, hey, Aunt Maria. Miss Carla, I don't know what's wrong with her today. Maybe her toe still froze, y'all. I don't know what it is. I ain't figured it out. And she need to hurry up and gather herself. I know that. What am I doing? What am I looking for? Keep on keeping on. Today is Friday. Woo, did y'all know that, good peoples? Child, how y'all doing? Y'all doing good today? I'm be doing good in about one good hour and a half. 7:30, child. 7:30. Cause I'm gonna tear the road up again, child. I was out there ducking and dodging in the traffic, child. Rolled up on the popo. I said, "Ooh, child, I better slow this thing down a little taste, child. Or the people come out here and get me. They already up there with that man that done hit the school bus. I ain't trying to hit nobody. But the people just don't know how to drive on Fridays afternoons, child. That's all I know, child. The people don't know how to drive. Uh, hey, Miss Sonya, girl, mama. Miss Sonya, what you been doing today? You trying to catch a plane? Miss Richmond at Carla, better you than me. I ain't leaving this house till tomorrow. Tomorrow. She said that's when she leaving tomorrow, Miss Carla. Miss Carla, what you were doing outside today? I have been in for 2 hours, so I am warm now. Child, it took that long to thaw that toe out. It's Carla, it took you that long to thaw that toe out. Miss Marissa, where in the world is Carmen? She said, I'm just enjoying this Friday at home, honey. Ain't no place like home, honey. Ain't no place like home. You better know it, child. Ain't nothing wrong with doing a little traveling and all that kind of stuff, child, but ain't no place like home, honey, child. I don't like being out when it's cold unless I have to, child. And since I haven't hit that lottery yet, so I'm out in the cold. It's just like Miss Sonya was. She had to run some errands. Child. If it's as cold as Miss Maria said it to me, it's cold, child. Them their errands had to get out there and run themselves, honey. I wouldn't been out there trying to run not nay one of them, honey. Not a nay one. Maybe try to pick it up come next week, child. Whenever the weather probably would have broke a little bit, but honey, I wouldn't been out there fooling around out there in that there weather, honey. Sure wouldn't, child. But child, y'all get on up in here. Happy Friday. I'm gonna be happy in a little bit though, y'all, for real. You know, they say you're not supposed to eat a lot of food and lay down. But when I gather this burger and them French fries, it's gonna be night. Night. Now I gotta call my grandson. Yeah, I gotta call him, child. Mm. Um, Miss Sonya says, hi Maria, Miss Carla. Charnel and my sweet. Miss Charnel said, hey Sonya, Carla. Miss Maria says, I've been catching folk that already out to run my errands. I know that's the truth. Now that's how you do that. That's how you get it done, honey. That's how you get it done. Baby, what's your location? You out yonder near the Kroger? Baby, you up in there the Kroger? Pick me up a jar that they're relish and some iced potatoes while you up in there. Girl, they got chickens in there on sale. Girl, I'd have had the list. They said just text it to me. Just text it to me. Okay. I text what I need, honey. I'm gonna text it to you. That part right there, child. That's how you do that, Miss Maria, child. I ain't mad at you, honey. Get it in how you can get it in, child. But I'm trying to tell the good people. But I'm glad y'all having a good Friday. What y'all eating this Friday night? Y'all going out to eat? I already told y'all what I'm about to get in a little taste. Y'all getting some scrimps and fish and scrimps. I wish I was in the Carolinas though. Man, they got this joint down there called Southern Style. Man, when I say Southern, that mess is Southern, honey. Oh, wait. What you want? Baby, they got it. Child, they got it down there, honey. All they asking for is a little respect when I get to that one and order my food. Miss Marissa's my little is picking up her new car tomorrow. Yes, come on through. Yes, happy for her, honey. Has anybody seen Miss Avis? Miss Avis, get on up in here. Child, shout out to Miss Avis again, child. Miss Avis probably ain't gonna see her probably next week sometime cheering, because y'all know Miss Avis is up in there moving in, honey. Y'all heard what I said? she said she's is a moving in child. She did all her closing on Tuesday, child. She should be up moving in, child. I guess that's what she's doing. Um, Miss Sonny says, I heard they were fighting over the t-shirts for both sides of Tyrone Davis's family, honey. Honey. I told y'all, well, let's just jump on into it, Miss Sonny, child, because I told y'all yesterday. Shout out to Miss Maria. But I tried to tell y'all yesterday, they said, Lulu and her brother done did all this here damage, honey. And they's gone. Allegedly. Mm-hmm. Child, and also I heard that the good people told me that Lulu had a breakdown, child. I don't know, y'all. I'm no medical doctor, none of that cheering. I am none of that. But they said Lulu had some mental stuff going on, child, and all that kind of stuff, child. So, it takes me back over yonder to like I said, I was getting confused. Was it Papa John's or was it Domino's? But I think I'm gonna stick with Papa John's, child. But I think Lulu had their brother to meet her, jump in that car, something. Excuse me, y'all, my sign. But I said, child, I said if that's the case, if the brother or somebody else got in their car with Lulu, while Tyrone was getting a piece or something, child, there got to be some cameras out yonder somewhere. There has got to be some cameras, child. This could really be easy, but I guess the family has got to continue to push for justice, and don't take their feet up off the neck. Don't take the feet up off the neck. And Lulu, I don't know what you got going on, baby, but y'all didn't have to do that there to Tyrone, child. Y'all did way too much. Y'all just be doing the most to the people, child. I don't get it. Miss Maria says that, Carla, I know, right? These folks wearing the smoke out of me about Medicare. Child, what my Carla say? Oh, I had almost 30 spam calls today. How did these people get my number, child? Child, I don't know where to get it from, child. I just hit the decline button and I hit the daggone block list after I do all that there, child. I don't know them folks. And y'all know this is the time of the year where they be trying to scam you and all kinds of stuff, child. I said, where do people get this stuff from? Child, they already done went over yonder Navy Federal twice. And over there, they was at what the people called me at? They called me real early last Saturday morning, child. And 2 days after then, they was send me a text message. Child, I had to go over there to the Navy Federal, had to cut that card up and get another card and all that stuff, child. Said it went over here to the Ching Chong people and got them a little taste of food. People spent about $30 over yonder. And then where else they go? They went to 2 more places. Child, I said, what the hell? How they do that? Hey, child, I don't be using that card like that, though. I don't, y'all. I do not. I said, what is going on? I ain't had no recollection of eating no ching chong fried rice. I ain't had none of that bullshit, child. I said that was not me. She said, well, we about to put the brakes on this one right here. You got to go over there to the people. You want me to send you another? You want to go to the people? I said, I can go over there to the people. And I had to go over there to the people. Tell the people what happened. I said, okay. But it's that time of year, child. They can wait till the tax people get to filing their taxes. They can try it again with me if they want to. They ain't gonna get no tax money because I'm getting none. So how they gonna get in it? So they better stop playing with me and find somebody else to play with. All I know to tell them. They said it's her twin brother involved. Child, that's what they said. When I heard about Lulu had a little taste of mental, I said, well, did the twin brother got mental issues too? Is that what they saying, child? I don't know, y'all. I ain't heard nobody saying about the twin brother had no mental issues, but they sure said that Lulu be pop locking, child. She be popping off, honey. I said, well, my goodness. My sweet says, okay, I am back. Had to take out trash. Was it the Diddy or the man on the yard with Diddy? I ain't mean to say all that, my sweet. I ain't mean to say all of that, honey. Miss Carla says, hey, my sweet. Miss Marissa, oh my God. She says, I've had to get a new card because some weird charges started up. Yes, honey. Hey, my thoughts, my mod. Hey, beautiful. Welcome. How are you? My thought says, good evening, G Chat and Moss. How y'all beautiful people doing this evening, girl? We up over here hanging out, honey. We talk about Lulu and the Tyrone and this here twin brother, honey. Prayers and justice for Tyrone, child. That's what we're hollering about. Some justice for Tyrone. I have blocked all my cards, child. I was sleeping good like Saturday, honey, when them the folk calling me. I said, what they calling me for? And then somebody gave me some extra money. And honey, they talk about me over yonder eating that. I said, that wasn't me, baby. I ain't over there eating that no ching chong people, child. I ain't did none of that bullshit, that child. I don't eat Chinese food like that. Shrimp fried rice. I do like shrimp fried rice, but they just pack it down with all the rice and don't give me but about 4-5 shrimps. And then you ask for some extra shrimp, they don't charge you another $20. I said, I can't be doing that there too, child. Ain't all that. I don't be doing all that. Miss Carla says, hey, my thoughts. Well, Miss Maria, Sonia, y'all, how y'all think they getting ready to catch Lulu and her twin brother? They done said them folk going back over yonder. They told me they went to the islands, back over yonder to the islands, and they ain't talking about nothing. They ain't on the internet and all that kind of stuff, child. The charges on my car were out of girl, not out of the country. Woo, child. Well, you know, they slammed the They put the fraud alert thing on real quick, child. They put the brakes on them, child. I don't know how far the people would have got with it. Probably not that far though. Child, they probably wouldn't have got that far. I am tired of those cheeseburgers. Got me trying to find a good one. Laugh my ass off. Girl, you going over yonder Five Guys, child. I told y'all that about all I got to give y'all about an hour and a half. I'm trying to get my cheeseburger with them thick French fries. Freshly made. That part right there. Mm-hmm. I thought said Lulu in trouble. That intersection has cameras from all sides. A guilty pig squeals and runs. Honey, Lulu and her brother done squealed and they done gone, honey. Child, I don't know about y'all, but the good people talking about Lulu had mental issues. And son, that wasn't her son, my thoughts. That's her twin brother. They say Lulu got a twin brother. Child, I believe Lulu had that twin brother to me. Lulu, what you and your twin brother? What's really going on with y'all? My thoughts is that Sonya called. Hey, y'all. Hey, Lulu. Lulu. Everybody in America gonna be saying your name, Lulu. Justice for Tyrone, honey. Because y'all didn't have to put him down there up under that bridge and all that bullshiggity. John Doe at the hospital and all that kind of stuff, Lulu. Lord have mercy. Ain't nobody asked you if you did like Five Guys, Miss Carla. The people told me I could have a burger twice a year. That's what they told me. I don't know if that's gonna work, but that's what y'all said. I ain't say that bullshit, but you know it's gonna about to be on a little later. They might still be in the country trying to make their way out. I don't know, Miss Maria, but I do know they said her family them done left up out of that house they was in, and I guess they done took off and left. Done heard what done happened. They probably already figured out that it was Lulu and that their brother. And now Lulu and the brother trying to figure out how to get where the rest of the people's at. Child, I don't mean no harm, y'all. But if you done pow, you done clocked somebody in the back of the head, you done took somebody out of here, child, like you Jesus Christ. I don't want to have no parts of you, honey. Because if you do it to them, if I go to sleep around, you're probably going to try to take me out. Girl, I don't do good sleeping one eye open, one eye closed. When I got to have both of them things closed. Make sure I'm getting some good sleep. Child, I said, my goodness, Lulu. Lulu, they said that the people said Tyrone gave you anything in the world that you wanted. She ain't want Tyrone, y'all. Y'all know some women just don't like good men like that. Look like Lulu was one of them. And then I heard Lulu had another boyfriend. And another. Sounds like to me she had quite a few. I don't know, child. Seems like the twin might have been hiding in the back seat, popped up along the way, and knocked Tyrone in the head and pushed him out of the car. In my opinion, I think you're onto something, did it, Miss Maria? Well, now wait a minute. Now let's hold on. Now pushed him out of the car. Pushed him out of the car up under the bridge. They wait till they get by the bridge and then they just rolled his ass on out the car. Lord, that did. What if he would have got hit again? Lulu, you in trouble. You starting to work my nerves too every time I talk about this bullshit. I make the best burgers, Miss Carla said. The burger is so good, the juice run down your arm. Girl, not all the way down the arm. My head can't go all the way down the arm. Girl, pass the elbow too. Let me see. Woo, child. Send me one. Send it to Miss Maria says that it has been decided that you can have a cheeseburger and fries once a quarter. Thank you, Miss Maria. Come on through here. Miss Candy, don't come in here with that bullshit today. Now, Miss Candy. Now, how about that? Miss Maria done gave the word. Miss Carla, don't if Miss Candy pop up in here, I'm gonna need you to stand down and don't say nothing about that there. My thought says Gainesville is a hot mess right now. Uh, Two white men unalive, two cops, a pow. Mother drowned her 6-month-old. A man hung himself. Another man powed in the leg. The 3N network is working overtime. What? Child, we only on the 16th day of 2026 January. Hello, Miss Royal. She says, hello, everyone. And all of this stuff is going on. Child. I'm just at the point where I really believe y'all, the people gonna be the people, and every year we pray for peace and so much better and all that stuff, but it ain't don't look like it's gonna get no better. So if God let me live to see 2027, I'm gonna say thank God for a new year. And the people gonna be the people, honey. My thought says I am glad I am 10 years old. Oh, I tell them I am 10 years old. They hang up the phone. I laugh. That's what my sweet said. My thought says I'm glad I moved out of my hometown. Ooh, child. Carla says I am calling Miss Candy now. She ain't gonna answer. She don't answer unknown numbers. Now what you gonna do? Better send her email. Best I know tell you. She probably ain't gonna answer that sometime next week. Miss Candy, don't pop out here and tell me you done heard the whole conversation. Cause you do something like that tonight, I might just hit the end button real quick. Child, like it not. My sweet says you can have sweet potato fries with that hamburger, ma'am. All right, girl. I'm think about it. Wait a minute, I can't do that because Five Guys don't sell no sweet potato fries. So you try to set me up then. No, that ain't about to work. I'm going gooder. I want the real deal, holy feel. My sweet to my hello family, love all you guys. We love you right back. Maria says Carla, Dr. Candy is on rounds. That part right there. My thought says, hey, my sweet. Now what you gonna do? Carla always be up in here trying to tell Miss Candy something every time she come through here. Now, if she pop up in here before I leave, y'all watch and see. See what I tell y'all. We'll put her in time out. Child, she gonna have to go in time out. Miss Maria tomorrow at Royal. Sweet potato fries. Sweet potato fries taste pretty good, but it ain't set up right for this here burger that I'm trying to have. Sweet potato fries and onions on my burger ain't gonna work, Miss Roy. I don't think that's gonna taste too good with mustard, tomato, lettuce. They ain't gonna taste that good with no sweet potato fries. I might have them. No, I don't want that. I don't want no sweet potato fries. It's Friday, no time out. Well, you better get Carla. My thoughts is Carla being bad tonight. That's how come her toe got froze out there today. That's how come her toe got froze. Uh, Miss Roy says, Maria, what you mean? Child, I don't think she like no sweet potato fries, Miss Roy, honey. But yeah, child, back to Lulu, honey. We gotta get back over here on Lulu. At Roy, I had some and they were horrible. Horrible. Do 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 do. Child, there is too many people out here taking these people's lives, honey, taking the good folks' lives, and I don't understand it, honey. I don't understand it. How do you unalive somebody and you go home, maybe take a hot bath, eat, and look at TV like nothing ain't never happened? Child, my nerves would be torn all to the pieces, honey. I wouldn't be able to close my eyes to go to sleep because I'm gonna see that, and I'm gonna see that, and all of that stuff. I end up turning my own self in, going to the popo. If I don't go to the hospital and tell them y'all gonna have to put, do they still have the third floor, y'all? I don't hear too many people talking about the third floor no more, but y'all know where they're gonna send the people. Miss Maria says that gee, they are psychopaths. Child, I be crying, nervous. I be all kinds of things mixed up there together, child. So many emotions would be running. I couldn't do that. But see, I couldn't trust myself around nobody that did no mess like that. I wonder what Lulu and her brother, what they did after they did all that. Did they just ride down the road and said, we're going back up, we're gonna go get us a little taste of food? What did they say, y'all? What was the conversation going down the highway? I needs to know, child. I needs to know these kind of things. Um, Miss Carla says the only sweet potato I want is baked or in sweet potato pie. You better come on through here. Miss Maria says at the hospital where I worked, it was called the C ward. Child, they had no C ward around yonder where I was from. They called that the third floor, honey. Miss Roy says, Carla, I feel you on that. My thought says Lulu not telling the truth. It does not make sense. And there were people that saw him get out the car, stumble, and fall. What? They always say they have mental illness. Their ass was not crazy beforehand. Child, that's what I'm talking about. Now, wait a minute. How did he get out in the car and stumble and fall? So Lulu sent Tyrone in there to get the pizza. And when Tyrone got out the car to go get the pizza, he fell down? No. 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 Tyrone got clocked when he got back in that car with that dilemma pizza. I don't know, y'all. I done heard so much, y'all. They said it was at the motel, hotel, Holiday Inn. And she was putting stuff in. Get child. We just speculating, y'all. Speculating. This is all speculation, honey. Child, until Lulu come out, until the popo get hold of Lulu, and tell Lulu, you got to tell us what's going on. We got surveillance cameras and all this stuff that's coming up and about, and we synced y'all, and you going down, cause Tyrone ain't around, baby. The whole city is upside down. Sleep don't come easy. No, because we got to get you for what you did to Tyrone. Oh, okay, y'all. Back to the matter hand. I'm sorry. I get carried away sometimes. And Science says this was after the pizza and wings. It was by the bridge he got out. Lord have mercy, Jesus. Miss Carla said, did y'all know that, what is that? Major has a recall on bottled water, had a black substance in it. Bottled water ain't safe. Child, I just done took down, I don't know how many bottles of water today. Pretty good to me. Gonna have another little taste in a few minutes. They had a cabin in the woods. They were not at the Lord, that didn't make it even worse, my thoughts. That's just making it even worse, child. That is making it even worse. Tyrone didn't stand a chance, child. He did not, y'all. He was a child sleeping with the enemy. Miss Maria says, call a child. That's where I shop. Mm, mm, mm. Child. I don't know, y'all. This is a lot. My thought says that Sonya, the pizza and wings were on the ground around his body. What? Lord, they done wasted the man money, threw the food away, and all that bullshit. See, I told y'all they said something wrong, Lulu, because ain't no way in the world them that wings and that piece of been down on the ground, not down. Tyrone can't eat it, child. Y'all done clocked him in the head or something. Mm. Lulu, the people gonna get your ass. They gonna get you, Lulu. You did too much to him. Bet the police are buying time. It's not over at all. Not long as I'm up over here saying justice for Tyrone. Just like we saying justice for Romika, child. Ain't nothing else came out about Romika in this situation, child. It's quiet on the set right now. A little taste of crazy Holly ass, just like Lulu. They need to put all these folk in the same place together. The only difference is Hollis is still on lockdown, quiet on the set until uh, uh, February 3rd, child. But we're gonna keep on hollering. Justice for Romika, honey, too, up over here, child. Justice shall be served. That right there was all the way overkill. If you ask me, that's just my thoughts and my opinion only. Overkill. And child, I won't even dare, child. I won't even dare. But all I can see, and I won't then. What's the day? Today is Friday. I thought should I be seeing something on the internet where I ain't really been up there like that today though. Um, I thought I'd been seeing somewhere them people done picked his ball, no wearing, having dread, falling out hair, plastered, ugly, narcissistic, dread wearing, DL brother. Let me think of something else to add to him, child. I ain't done with Carlos. Child, I can it's too much happening to our people, and they try to cover it up and think people will forget about it. Yes. Just like with the thank you, Miss Maria, for the pink hearts for justice for Romika and the blue hearts for justice for Tyrone, honey. We got to keep helping these families, y'all. Y'all, you never know, child. We don't know who our children. Well, if you got older children, grown children, you don't know who they entangled with, child, and what could pop off, child. So, if you get an opportunity to shout it out and help the good people, child, that's what we need to do, child. Help to keep the word going, help keep the word out here, child. Yes. Miss Saint says, my thoughts, yes, I know. By the bridge where the homeless man saw him get out of the car, stumbled and fall. Also, they left the cabin Saturday and got a hotel room. See, I thought y'all told me Lulu got mental issue. Lulu doing the most. She acting like a stable person in their right state of mind. Lulu playing. Lulu trying to play the system, y'all. She gonna try to play the system. I cannot with these people. Mm, 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 mm. Child. And over here for Holly, child, they say that auntie might be going down. I did hear that. Cause she got a CCLs from her auntie, y'all. Did that girl go to class or did that dang auntie just hand her the paperwork? You going down too? All of y'all. This is way too much. Yes. Look, Holly. Were you in class? Did you attend class? What's the proper procedure? Run it down to us. You ain't never called the popo, ho. You didn't call the popo. Whew. I want them to get everybody that's involved, everybody that may have played a major part in Romika and Tyrone, all of them. Get them. Get them. Don't let these people get away. Because y'all know what? If you let these get away, they're going to be somebody else that they're going to call themselves sitting down on a diagram Saturday looking at Lifetime and going to walk away before they see the end. And that's where they get in that pickle at. They don't never watch it to the end. It's the 8th floor for loonies. Miss Carter said you can't trust nobody. Child. Miss Maria says, as for mental issues, you can fool some of the people all of the time, and all of the people some of the time, but never all the people all the time. Child, that was a lot right there, honey. Ooh, yes, that part right there, though. Child, y'all keep y'all circles small, child. Keep your circles really small. These people is crazy, child. When I say these folks are grinning your face and got that dagger in your back, y'all better know. I keep telling y'all, good people, everybody grinning your face don't like you. Child. It is what it is, child. We can spin the block, child. Child, I want to know why is Quad into Sweet Tea whole storyline. Can somebody tell me why Quad over yonder on that Married to Medicine? These some of the craziest people on these here reality TV, child. What they about to piss me off for real. She done took that girl whole storyline. Now she done talk about she can't have no children. Why is you going over yonder to another country? Talking about a baby when you know. Okay. So Quad ain't never been examined by a doctor. She ain't never, you know, the doctor ain't never run this down to her. Did she think them people over here in the other country gonna perform a miracle or something? Is that what it is? I mean, can somebody make it make sense to me? I mean, me going to the doctor, talking with my doctor, she gonna let me know what's going on. Are y'all trying to tell me that Quad ain't never had a conversation with the doctor or she ain't never been to the doctor? Child. My thought says the 3N network, Nig News Newark, put out more truthful information than the local cops and local news, child. Miss Maria says, Quad the fraud desperate for a storyline. Child, they need to kick her dumb A up off of there, child. That's just plain out ridiculous. And y'all drugged that girl and talked about her and her not being able to conceive and have babies. Shame on you, Quad, and Dr. Hellish with your bald-headed self going along with that lemon storyline. All of y'all ought to be shaming y'all self. Now, Quad gonna use the same exact storyline. I cannot with them. I'm looking at Little Rascals. Child, I'm about to go back to looking at Little Rascals. I know Fred Sanford is gone, child. I'm looking at Little Rascals and seeking I find me some good time. And Fred Sanford, child, that'll be a splendid TV with me, child. I might pop up on this to look at this in Miss Facebook stuff every once in a while. But give me that. That's the real TV right there. Little Rascals, Three Stooges, Good Time. I'm weighing it out, keeping it even. Fred Sanford, What's Happening, Archie Bunker. All of that right there. Quad getting back what she put out. She walked all over Mariah because she wanted the top spot. There they go. There they go. I always want to be in that top spot, and I ain't got no qualifications for it. Lord have mercy. There are fewer rules and regulations outside of the U.S. Of course there is. No, it ain't. They just getting their money. They come over there because they know they want some hope. But see, they should have took her out. And the man gonna leave her too. They ain't no good. Yes, and the Jeffersons too. Yeah, don't leave them out. My thought. My thought says, what happened to their political run? Is it over before it started? Dr. Hellish is a mess. Dr. Hellish ain't no mess. Dr. Hellish just ain't ran up on that ghetto sister that's ready to pop lock on her ass. That's what that is. That's what's wrong with some of the people down yonder in Atlanta. Maria says, my thoughts right, and she drags Sweet Tea off for this very same thing, yet she expects empathy. Not. My sweet says, now I want free pizza and lemon pepper wing. Girl, where the free pizza at? Who's giving away some free pizza? My sweet, is you okay? And you ain't finished telling me about your day. You sound like to me you done went over there to Fort Dix and ain't got yourself together, not yet. Girl, where the sign that say free peace and lemon pepper wing? My sweet ain't messing with you. Mm-mm. Let's see, the Jeffersons, the Jetsons. What is the show named The Jetsons? Yeah, I think it was. Yeah. Bewitched. Ding, 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 ding. Lord, she used to give Darren a run for his money. Darren didn't know whether she was gonna make him jump up on the wall, stand out there on the windowsill, or have him upside down. That Darren couldn't stay straight. If it won't her getting him, it was her mama couldn't stand Darren. Lord have mercy. Ooh, geez. Child Darren's mother-in-law didn't like her at all. Dallas, Falcon Crest, Dynasty. Come on through with it, y'all. That's real TV right there, honey. Now, if them that show was still on, child, we had so plenty to talk about, honey. Yes, especially Dallas and Falcon Crest, Dynasty. Yeah, ooh, child. Yeah, J.R. Ewing. Ooh, Lord, he about bad at Victor Newman. I'm about to go back to looking at the Young and the Restless to tell y'all the truth. I'm gonna get up here and tell y'all how fine Victor is. Victor ain't changed a bit. Victor still swapping women's like you swap your drawers or whatever. No, I'm about to go back and look at. Cause I can't stand quad them when they lying at themselves. I'm so sick of them folk up there. They might well put me on TV. Shoot. Uh, Miss Saint said, Bewitched Mom reminds me of Mama Joyce. Girl, not Mama Joyce. Girl, she had Darren dancing all over the room. Darren be telling his wife, you better get her. You better get her. Miss Marissa, I love me some Victor Newman. Child, that was the sexiest man on TV right there. Sorry, Idris. But Lord, yes, child. Mm, 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 mm. I don't know why y'all they didn't let Victor date one of them black women up there on that show. Nikki couldn't handle him. That's how come she started drinking like she was crazy. Victor was after all the women's child. Nikki said, I might well get drunk, so I don't know what he doing. Y'all know Victor had all the girls. And I tell y'all, wait a minute. Victor had all the women. Did Victor date Miss Chancellor? I was done when Miss Chancellor passed away, for real, for real. I don't know who that surgeon Victor be going to, child, but he does him wonders. But yeah, y'all, that hurt my feelings when Miss Chancellor passed. Esther and Jill fighting over the daggone mansion and all that bullshit. Then they end up staying in one wing, and I got the other. Child, that was a mess. That was real TV right there, though. And that was some good TV, child. We could be out yonder at the Dollar General or wherever, child. What time is it, child? We got to get to the house, child. Miss Maria says, well, John dated Mamie. Oh, yes. Uh Eric Braden is about 80. Ooh. Miss Sonia says, my parents still watch the Young and the Girl, you better stop it. Miss Sonia, you better stop it. Miss Sonia, do you know how long the Young and the Restless have been on? Who are they resurfacing now? Who's keeping the storyline going? Child, I'm gonna see can I look at it for today when I get off of here. I think I'm gonna look it up and see can I look at the Young and the Restless so I can see who's still up there. Miss Carla says, do anyone remember Dark Shadows? Can't say I do remember Dark Shadows. My thoughts are remember the fight with Diane Carroll and the Clear Lady. Was that on Dallas or Dynasty? Diane Carroll and the Clear Lady. That might be a Dynasty one. Miss Maria says Esther was so stupid, bless her heart. Jill was an Eva 304, but she did love Catherine. Ooh, child. She loved Catherine so much they couldn't stand each other, honey. They couldn't stand each other. They swapped me in a time or two, too, didn't it? My thoughts says, Carla, I was scared of Dark Shadows. But y'all, that was really good freaking TV, y'all. Oh my God. Miss Maria says, my thought it was Diane Carr and Joanne Collins. It was Dynasty. Mmm. Child. Is the days of our lives still coming on? Because I'm so sick of searching for tomorrow, child. I tell y'all, child, that was the TV right there, honey. Child, when you got to the point where you could get several TVs in the house, child, you got this on that channel in one room, you got this on the other channel in the other room, honey. I cannot. Miss Roy says, I remember Dark Shadows, child. Ooh, Miss Maria, my thoughts on Maria, that was a good one. Dominique and Alex. Ooh, child. Child, they might well take this bullshit that got off up here on this TV now and they could put Young and the Restless on network. I'm sure they'd get more views than LAMH, and all this bull crap they got up here now. They need to let me pick the shows to be on the own network. Miss Carla says Diane Carroll was one hell of an actress. Ooh, child, just in case you didn't know that. You got these girls down there in Atlanta lying about what they got, ain't got this. One thing about them folk on the Young and the Restless, child, I don't believe them folk were lying about what they had, child. They either got it or they didn't have it, child. That's just it, child. Or if they had any kind of affiliations with Victor Newman, child, he gonna make through the girls was taken care of. Told y'all that why come Nikki started drinking. And you get a drink, you get a drink. Yes, child. Nikki couldn't handle all them diagrammer women was coming for Victor, honey. I don't blame her, child. I would have been pissed off too. There's a cable channel that plays all the daytime soaps. Ain't but one I won't really care to look at, Miss Maria tell God honest truth. I'm looking for Victor Newman, honey. I wants to see if he's still fine like that, honey. Child. If they just put these here old shows back on, child, it'll wipe everything out in Atlanta. Y'all see how we survived way back in the day when we didn't have these housewives and all that bullshit going on down yonder in Atlanta? They brought the housewives and all that craziness down there. Everybody, let me shut up. I like to went too far. I almost went too far. I put the brakes on. I almost went too far, y'all. I really did. TV today is just like music. The old stuff is the best stuff. You better come on through here with it. You better come on through with it. Martin, child, won't nothing no better than look at Martin on a good old Friday afternoon after you done got off work, child. Fix you something to eat, girl. You in there trying to turn the chicken and yeah. Martin did what? Pam and Martin did, girl. Got the neck scratch. You're trying, done got popped up them forehead just that fast with that grease, child. Wasn't paying attention. Cause I was trying to listen to what Martin had to say to you and Pam. Child, that was good TV right there, huh? After Martin, child, you look at good times or however the rotation went, child, you was ready for it. Miss Saint says, I saw John and Nikki on the show when I walked by the TV the other day, honey. Child, how's Nikki looking, Miss Sonia? It's a plastic surgery, still surgeon. Miss Maria says the Young and the Restless has been on for over 50 years. Y'all better come through here. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's TV. Now that's real TV, y'all. Miss Carla says my mother watched Days of Our Lives and another girl. That's the one. Another world, honey. Yes, child. Ooh, wait. My sweet says the ones that Tyrone draw. What? My sweet, I can talk with you. My thought says, I don't know why they have to put these fools on TV. Get your lunch and sit in the parking lot of the Walmart. You will see reality TV without a cable bill. Child, I cannot. My Miss Science said Nikki still looks good, girl. She ain't switched to surgeon. Then he must be still around, honey. The same plastic surgeon. Cause I tell y'all, Miss Catherine looked real good until her last few days, honey. Child, they had ooh. Wait, let me go back up here to my thoughts. Somebody get you some good lunch, child, and sit at the parking lot at the Walmart, child. Ain't got to worry about no cable bill coming through. Miss Maria says John passed on the show. in '06. The actor passed in real life in 21. Ooh, Lord. Mm, 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 mm. I, I, I didn't like Neil on The Young and the Restless, though, y'all. He was a conceited old brother. I didn't like Neil. I don't know. I just could never get with Neil. I couldn't. My sweet says Quad and that fella is not together anymore. My thought, Miss my sweet, I just told y'all Quad and that man ain't together no more. He told Quad he was sick of her, honey. Let me tell y'all, a man don't want no needy, whiny, crying woman that want to be stuck up under them 24/7, honey. You better run. You better run, fool. Don't you look back, child. Run away from Quad. Quad is crazy, y'all. Quad is crazy, worrisome, aggravating, needy, and all that bullshit. And she all of that. Get her ass off the TV. Told y'all what to bring up there. And what the own network cannot hold, I take it over there on the Bravo channel, Netflix or somebody. Put it over there. All my thoughts is my sweet. I guess he raised his rate to be a boyfriend for show. She will have another one in a minute. Not a minute, honey. Did she have to go out and buy him? Is that what you're trying to tell the good people? Miss Marissa's Melody Scott, Nikki, was only 23 when she started Young and the Restless. Ooh. Mm, 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 mm. Miss Saint says, what's the guy name that was married to Nikki other than Victor? I thought his name was John. Uh, he played on another show, didn't he, y'all? What? No, 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 no. What was that man name? Uh, dang. What was the name of that dude? I can see his face, y'all. I can't call that dude name. My sweet to my Lord, my thoughts. Miss Sonia said, Miss Maria says, Sonia, Jack. Jack was John's son. I ain't never cared too much for Jack either. He always in competition with Victor, knowing he couldn't stand up. Why did he always go after Victor? Can somebody tell me why? He made nobody no sense, knowing he couldn't handle Victor. Trying to steal Victor's girl. She used to be my girl. Oh, she used to be my girl. Oh. I'm done with that one. Y'all thought I was finna take it to another level. Child. Okay, Jack is who I saw on the screen. Jack was a complete idiot. Jack didn't only want Nikki, child. He wanted the cheerings too. Victoria and Nicholas, child. He wanted the cheerings too. He was trying to shut sweet Vic down, honey, but he didn't have it in him, child. Victor just always sit around and let him make a whole jackass out of himself. He said, I'm gonna see what this fool gonna do next, child. That's what Victor did, honey. I was always there for it too. I ain't like Jack Jack though. No. Mm-mm. She used to be my girl. Oh. As a matter of fact, I take her back. Mm-hmm. Can't keep them looking. Uh, Jack couldn't help from looking, y'all. He said, eventually I'm gonna get Nikki. He said, I gotta catch her when she out at the bar. When I catch her at the bar, child, it's gonna be open season, child. I think that's how I got her one or two times, child. They just kept swapping the girls. I could never understand why they kept swapping the girls out like that, child. It was the craziest mess I ever seen. But it was good TV. The best scene was when they thought Victor was unalive. Jack walked in Victor's office thinking he won, and the office chair started turning slowly. And Victor said, hello, Jack Abbott. Woo, child. I did not. Memory says, I didn't like Jack, Ashley, or Tracy. Well, see, I was always on the fence with Ashley, honey. Every time that show would come on, people tell me you better look at the Adams apple, child. I was always on the fence, child. Ashley had me going, child, and Tracy was slow. She was just like Esther. My sweet to my Miss G, please put the water back up. Soothe my soul. Girl, I ain't messing with you, my sweet. See, you tried to call me out, didn't you? That's how come your man was out there on that yard. That's how come all the girls out there on the yard. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Now what you got? What you got for me? What you got? Just as soon as I end this live, you're gonna jump in that car and be headed down that highway, ain't you? Talking about some, I'm gonna sit out here in the parking lot till tomorrow when they let him out, child. I know they're gonna let him out. I'm gonna see who he walk out here on the yard with today. I know that's what you're saying, my sweet. Child, the people always tell me, honey, don't go out there looking for nothing because you might run across something you weren't prepared to see, baby. Be careful with that one. Miss Maria says Ashley was questionable. Tracy was always whining about something. Everybody told her not to marry Brad. Brad! That was another fine mofo right there now. Brad was fine, but Brad couldn't touch a Victor. They couldn't bring nobody up there that was finer than Victor, but Brad gave him a little taste of a run for his money, y'all. I gotta give it to Brad. Now Brad was ooh, child. Brad was smooth, y'all. He had the smooth talk and everything, child. Ooh, wait. I see how come Ashley and Tracy went back and forth. Victor was never interested in Ashley. I mean Tracy, whatever the girl name was. Um, he girls on the yard didn't like it like. Wait a minute now. He girls on the yard didn't like it like that. In my opinion. Mm. My sweet, I ain't say that, hun. That was my thoughts, child. My thoughts, you know about to get me in trouble up here with my sweet, hun. She already in a feeling, child. She's still in recovery, but you know, she be throwing them shots out there at me. So I just figured out that pow, send it back to her, child. Brad was married to Nikki for a minute. Yeah, on paper. But Victor, sweet Vic always had the heart. Sweet Vic always had all the girls' hearts, Miss Maria. Why you trying to play with me down there, hun? Mm-hmm. Not the he girls on the yard. My sweet. My sweet. Child, my sweet about to come through here swinging, child. I'ma duck my thoughts because you the one out there starting that bullshit there. They're talking about the he girls on the yard. Child, that little thing had that arm caught up there on Diddy shoulder, child. He mine. He mine. He mine's, honey. Ooh, when I saw that, I said, well, what really went down last night, child? I'm just asking for my sweet. Hmm. And they have bad wigs on too. Not the bad wigs, honey. What? Not the bad wigs. My sweet about to come out here swinging. I'm telling y'all right now, my sweet about to come out here swinging. Cause my thoughts are they're talking about the he girls. Child, that was a good one though. My sweet, I ain't said that though. Miss Maria says Victor married every woman on the show but Catherine, Esther, and Jill. You better know. Think he didn't when he did. Think he didn't when he did. Child. Victor said he was ready at all times, honey. Mm, 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 mm. Child, I can. Miss Sonya, you didn't ever tell me how the show was resurfacing now. Child, who done went? Miss Sonya, they can't do but so much. But they've been on for 50 years, child. Child, you come up with so much in 50. Child, oh no. But they did that right there, child. Did we ever see reruns? Did we see reruns on the show, y'all? 50 years? Oh my God. They can only wish. What's happening now? Child, I miss what's happening now. D always was doing something. D was, ooh, child, I'm so glad I didn't have a little sister like D. I'm surprised Roger didn't make D come up missing several times, child. If it would have been my little sister, D would have sure enough been one that come up missing, honey, for real. Victor was the GOAT. He was in charge of the girls. Kind of like no reruns.
What? Oh my God, y'all. This is crazy. See, this here reality bullshiggity that's on now. That's what these producers and stuff need to do. They need to sit down, look at them little shows, and try to figure out how they did what they did to get it to where they got it to. And they still running. That's what they need to do, y'all. Why they out there playing? With them no storylines? What you gonna say? You don't want to talk about your husband cheating on you. You don't want to talk about the lipstick either. You don't want to talk about your husband on his hands and knees. Oh, you want to use the same storyline she had when y'all got her kicked off the show? Man, get away from me with that bull crap. My thought says, that's right. These so-called producers need to take notes, honey. Think they don't want to do? Miss Carla says, is any of the old people still alive on Young and the Restless? Yeah, Miss Carla, my thoughts. Miss Sonia just told us. Victor's still up there. Nikki, yes. My thought says, and they got is who humping who. Tired of it. Tired of it. Tired. It would benefit them, Miss Maria says at my thoughts. You better know it. They do, y'all. They really need to take notes, man. This mess is crazy. Roy, to my hands on your knees, hands on your knees. Yes, honey. Yes, yes. In my Carlos King voice. Yes, for that dress. Child, they probably didn't talk about the hands on the knees because ain't no telling who he was had his on his knees and hands for, honey. Wonder who it could have been. Inquiring minds like myself would love to know. Y'all know I'm a little taste of nosy. Carlos, Carlos, Los. You know anything about that? You know, Martho got his hand down on his hands and his knees. We want to know. Marissa and Carla, Victor, Nikki, Jack, Ashley, Tracy, Jill, Brad is on B&B or was. Thank you, Miss Maria. Child. Miss Roy, you know you're a little tasty nosy too, honey. You trying to figure out who he was on his hands and knees for too. Why you trying to play with us? They ain't want to talk about it, honey, so we don't know who it was. Oh, do y'all think he would have been on his hands and knees for Shane? Allegedly. But that girl Shane, y'all remember that girl that Martell them did that interview with? What he on his hand? Child. Miss Carla says, I forgot about Bold and the Beautiful. Yes, sir. You see, I told you what little touch of nosy girl. Child, I cannot. Tuna Cat knows now that she is not that girl. Why she didn't get the spinoff? CK has no more use for them fools, in my opinion, honey. You better come on through here, child. And she is pissed the F off my thoughts. And that's how come she didn't send no congratulations out yonder to the weather girl, child. She ain't did none of that, child. That's what the good people told me the other day, honey. Tuna Cat and Wildebeest is pissed the F off. And Wildebeest don't is no longer liking Bulldog Betty or whatever her name is. Young and the Restless are not Bold and the Beautiful. Mm. Yes, child. Carlos King threw that bullshit in there and Tuna Cat them face. Why that girl keep thinking she reality TV? And child, let me tell y'all this. Y'all come on up in the room, child. Come on in here, get a little close. Child, I think she got pissed off too. Can y'all hear me? I think Tuna Cat got pissed off because, she was supposed to been come back out here doing Tisa Tuesday. Girl, she shut off that bullshit down. She said, F Carlos, I ain't about to do nothing else for him. Nah, he played in our face, Martho. Martho. Martho! He played in our face. Well, Tuna Cat, you ain't never been that girl. You ain't no real. I got to tell you how to pronounce certain words and all that. Oh, Lord, Martho. Not that again, Martho. But I do. I be trying to help you. Maria says Eric from B&B was on Young and Restless back in the day. He played Lance. Pin, Pin, what is that? Prentice. Uh, Miss, my sweet to my leave me and my dog alone. Alone. Well, my sweet. Miss Carla, when did Missy can I find out what Miss Carla called the girls on the yard? He girls. I think that's what she said. I don't know if you heard that a while ago, my sweet, but I ain't said. That's what Miss Carla said. I mean, sorry, my thoughts said that. You know, you might want to check into that a little later. My thoughts says CK working with a real millionaire, but they are all millionaires. Well, now is she still a millionaire? My thought. I mean, a millionaire. My thoughts. Did you forget that they said she owed the I, the R, and the S almost $4 million? I mean, let's talk about a millionaire. Kind of like Clarence. She got an $8 million deal, but y'all, don't she got to pay the taxes on that money? So let's talk. When she get the 8 million and they get their taxes, how much is really left? Oh, wait. Miss Carla says that was the Scots get. That's what the Scots get. They didn't bring nothing to the show, honey. Not a thing. Miss Saint says, remember when Marceau was caught in the club in Birmingham in that lady's face? Maybe he told Letitia he was going there to pitch for the spinoff child. Ooh, child. Maybe, Miss Sonia, you might be on to a little taste. Miss Maria says since Weather Girl don't pay her bills, she might be a millionaire. Child, momentarily. My thought says she has more than she owes. Just pay your bill and stop the interest. Well, now see, I thought I was I thought that's how I added up my thought. I mean, I don't know. My thoughts about Carla. The Scots are dollionaires. Child, I cannot recall. My sweet to my thought. You just want our money. Have you read the latest news? Don't do that. We are fine. Catch a flight. Oop. My thoughts, I told you not to say it. I told you, I told you. Just cause she didn't post nothing a few minutes ago, you thought she wasn't in here. I told you, I tried to tell you my thoughts, you didn't listen. Now she done told you go on some she said they are just fine and you need to go on somewhere and catch you a flight, hun. I think that's what she's trying to tell you. I don't know. That's just my thoughts. That's really a touchy situation when it comes to my sweet and Fort Dix. So be careful. She's kind of sensitive. She ain't got over that man on the yard. I she. But then my sweet, you can't compete. You know that would have been a tough one for you. Miss Maria says at Carla, yep, because they were so certain they would get the spinoff. I am cackling. Child Wanda is pissed off, child. And she said Carlos played in my face. Y'all hold on. Wanda said Carlos played in her face the other night when he had her on that show, and she kept on getting a blackout, y'all, and they couldn't see her. And Claudia Jordan and them was ready to ask her some questions, but she kept going in the dark, and they couldn't find her. So I just think Carlos really got sick of fooling with her, you know. But yeah, she's really probably pissed off right about now. But she probably blaming that on Tuna Cat and Kimmy them because they didn't want to talk about that interview that Martell Holt did with that girl. I think Wildebeest thought if they would have talked about it, they could have helped save the show. But Tisha was like, F this mother show. I ain't about to let them people in my marriage. And I already know he be down there on his hands and knees and stuff. Allegedly, I ain't talking about that. Everybody else talk about what they want to. I ain't finna do it. Mm-mm. Miss Carla says, I wonder if the cast can draw unemployed. You gonna make Kimmy wish she was already 62, Miss Carla, while you playing up here? Kimmy gonna say, well, if I was 62, Maurice, I could get my social security. I just ain't up there not yet. I don't know what we're gonna do. Miss Maria says Unc was doing that on purpose, like when Nart kept pretending to freeze on that interview with Queen. Yes, yeah. Miss Roy ain't messing with you. Child, Wanda was mad, y'all. For real, one. I think Wanda got in her feelings behind that because they wouldn't talk about it. And she probably felt like if they would have went on here to start talking about it, that would have been an amazing storyline. And they would have still had been a number one stunner. They would have still been a number one stunner, which they ain't never been a number one stunner, but in their head, somewhere down there, it was very empty. They thought they was always the number one, even when the Queen of Reality was on the TV show. Child, they thought they were doing it. And ain't did nothing. Well, all these people think they have y'all heard anybody else say somebody was the queen of reality TV other than the queen of reality TV? I mean, I'm just asking. I'll wait. Have y'all seen that? I ain't seen it. Y'all seen any of that? Miss Carla, let's jump on over here to Clarence, because I know you want to talk about Clarence right quick. And it's gonna be real quick too. Because good people telling me, Miss Carla, that Clarence was up there trying to be yelling at Papoose. Yo, Papoose, he look like he underdeveloped. My thoughts and my opinion on it. He do, y'all. He look like he's stunted. He ain't fine. He ain't nothing. But back to Miss Carla. Miss Carla, they said that Clarence was up there yelling for Papoose like he was in the house. And the people telling me he may be over there in New York somewhere with the wife and the baby. Miss Carla, you didn't think about that? I said, what is all the commotion about with Papoose, child? He ain't no looker. I cannot. Miss Saeed says, I doubt it because Destiny had to deliver lottery tickets for an income. Oop. See now, why you gotta go down there to the lottery tickets, Miss Saeed? Miss Saeed, why you gotta put that there out there like that? And the Destiny come over here, I'm gonna let you have. We got you though. Miss Maria says, does anybody find it sus that this mess was TikTok and Mel happened right when they started pushing the new show with Weathergate? Yeah, I told you they was doing that to try to get some shine for the Weather Girl child. Ain't nobody buying that bullshit. Carlos probably paid that lady to come out night like a damn fool, sitting up there crying on that damn TikTok. I started to go slap up myself. Didn't know where to start looking for, but I thought about it. I don't condone violence, y'all. My thoughts of them railroad track hillbillies getting what they work for. Not what they work for, girl. Child, not underdeveloped. Miss Maria Carla, sure they are. Miss Carla says Papoose has left the building. Roy to my lottery ticket, baby. You know she was driving that lottery. Miss Roy be playing down here, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all. I'm here to tell y'all. She be playing down here in the chat, y'all. She know that Destiny was driving that lottery ticket in the lottery ticket van that the van that belonged to the lottery ticket people. Because at the time, I don't think she had no transportation, honey, and she was driving around in the lottery van. I think that the van had broke down or something sometime. Child. Maria to my son, you're in the church van. My thoughts is I am waiting to hear what the chat think about D Nasty's mom. The fruit did not fall far from the tree. See, now I don't know why you be playing. I don't. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. I ain't gonna be able to do that. I just ain't gonna be able to do it. That's Frankie, child. That's Keisha Cole's mother. I ain't never seen nobody come back from the grave, child, but that's Frankie all day long, child. I told you my thoughts. That's why I'm Destiny, but I hate Mel and her mama so much. Miss Van, because we're number one. We're a fan of Miss Van up over here. Miss Van is a beautiful child. She may be on the plus side, but she is plus size beautiful. She is so pretty. And D Nasty and Mel Mother didn't go through none of that D Nasty went through. So all that hatred comes through all of that stuff, child. I thought all D Nasty family was deceased. Miss Maria, how long is it gonna be before they open up time out and all that this stuff? Cause I'm about tired of Miss Carla down here. Well, wait a minute, Miss Carla. You might be on to something. She did say that at one time. Miss Carla, have you seen them people? Ooh, child. She looked like she was embarrassed of them. And that brother looked like he might have been out there with the mother, y'all. I'm just saying. The brother, y'all play too much. Y'all look at Leroy Diane on the far right. That girl that's sitting up here with this gray on and black, she favor Destiny a lot. But the other one and Little Rascal sitting down here, and the other sister, they look like the mother. They look like they've been through some changes, honey. I'm just trying to tell the people, y'all better look at them. That's what they look like to me. They look like they've been through some things. But the other girl in Destiny, she favored Destiny a lot, though. He's sitting up there looking like twinkle twinkle little star with that afro and that Destiny. Why you didn't get your See, you trying to make fun of your peoples. Why you didn't get your brother to shave his beard and clean himself up? Clean up. See, why you got them folk out here looking like this? And got this other sister over here look like she forgot to comb her hair, went into an electric socket or something. See Destiny poking fun. And Destiny strike me at the type that'll poke fun at somebody. She poking fun at them people. Let me get them folk off my thing. I can't do that there too much long. I can't do it. They got to go. Destiny laughing at them. Monday. What on Monday, Miss Maria? Carla says except the daddy. Yeah, the daddy looks pretty decent. Uh my thought says at Maria, run, daddy, run, daddy. Yeah, he better run, child. Maria to my thoughts. I hollered. Oh, said that's Frankie. My sweet tomato. I love my thoughts. Enjoy the humor. Absolutely. It's just all in fun, y'all. It's a Friday night. We just kicking it. Miss Roy, talk about so right. My thought says they all look to be on the spectrum to me, in my opinion. I got to agree with you, hon. They do. Miss Maria says Destitute wanted to look the best of all of them. Miss Carla said D Nasty has paid relatives. Ah, Miss Maria, come on now. Come on, Miss Maria. Open it up. Oh, it's closed to Monday. Lord have mercy, Miss Maria, she really needed to go to that one. Miss Carla really needed to go to the place after that last comment. She got paid relatives, Carla. Really? Miss Maria, you gonna let us slide to No, that ain't even right. Miss Maria. Lord have mercy. Miss Carla, that was below the belt. Miss Roy to my come on now. Not the spectrum. No, that ain't the one. Paid relatives. Miss Carla, why did she have to go get Frankie up from the I cannot. Y'all cannot tell me that lady didn't look like Frankie, Keisha Cole mama, y'all. Y'all ain't gonna get me to believe that. My thoughts about that Carla. If she paid for this group, she broke. I cannot. Miss Carla. Miss Carla, are you okay? Miss Carla, you on one. Miss Carla, you okay tonight? Miss Carla, to my thoughts, you know D Nasty is bro. My thoughts to my G. Don't do Frankie that bad. Oop. Oh my God. What? Frankie did look right cute though when she was uh 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 Good on a couple of days. Frankie, you know. Mm, 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 mm. I cannot with y'all. Carla said the girl had paid relatives, y'all. I ain't no more good after that. After that song, after that selection, child. I cannot. Mm-mm. Carla. Carla, are you okay? Where'd you get that one from? Well, she did say all the people was something had happened to him or something. Oh, she claimed. Well, she was supposed to be telling Tuna Cat I found my siblings. Girl, where they were lost at? Detroit. Miss Roya says, Carla, are you okay? Are you okay, Carla? Carla! Carla sound like she done had a cheeseburger or something, child. I don't know. What time is it? Child, I done got lazy. I don't even want to go out now. Y'all done got me going up here. I probably had some hot fries tonight, y'all, instead of my cheeseburger. I don't like being out when it get too late. Um, Miss Maria says we all know destitute is broke it broke. Child, only Carla. Only Carla. Carla, okay. And she right. Child, Miss Maria. Carla said hamburgers and Boone's Farm. Child, I ain't going out there. What are they? Carla says, you know that them folks from Detroit is on the rough side of the mountain. Not the rough side of the mountain, honey. Child. Destiny mother told her, you promised me something. What did you do? Destiny said, and you went back to the street. She said, I ain't none of those streets. I live in the house. Clock that T Destiny. She got that ass. Child, Destiny didn't think her mother had that there Boone's Farm is a drink. That's what I thought too, Miss Roy. But Destiny didn't think her mother had that clapback. She tapped that ass. She sure did, y'all. She came on through with that child. She said, wait a damn minute. I ain't on no streets. I'm in a house. Child, what Martell Holt say when he saw Destiny Family, y'all? Somebody, I'll wait. My thoughts, Carla. My thoughts, Maria, Carla. Which one of us is gonna be? What Martell say, y'all? Come on through now. What he say? What he say? Martell said, I done effed up all the way around the board. Coleslaw peoples is crazy. Ain't got bull, no nothing at all. D nasty child, where you get them there folk from, honey? They looking a hot mess. I gave up my beautiful life and my wife for you bunch of damn clowns. Child, my thoughts are so that's where D Nasty learned her craft. Jesus, take the wheel, honey. Come on through. Come on in the room. And come on in the room. She need him to come on in the room, honey. Child. Martell said, what the hell? Martell said, Destiny. That's your mother. Martell went back over there and said, I'm a fan of Miss Van, Miss Van. I'm a fan of Miss Van. You know that was my mother-in-law, don't you? I'm a fan of Miss Van. Girl, I ain't trying to be no fan of your mom. Girl, you seen your mom. Hey, you put your mother in front of the mirror. Child. Miss Maria, don't make Marlene come up in here. Don't do that. Knock ain't need to say nothing. His brother and pappy in jail. His sister bounced and ain't been synced since he need to sit. Ain't been synced since he need to sit this one out. Oop, not sit this one out, hon. Miss Carter said D Nasty told her alleged mother a lie. Oop. Miss Carla, you a whole fool. And I said that in pure love. You said D Nancy done went and bought her whole family. I cannot. I cannot with you. I cannot with you. I ain't said nothing about Miss Marlene. Hey, Miss Denise, girl. You better not say nothing about Miss Marlene. Yeah, that lady Maria, that's your mom right there, Miss G. You know, I come over here to talking with G, but what she say about Marlene? She don't know I'm in here. Yeah, I'm in here. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, Marlene. Wait a minute. God, dog, hold on. She got to go to work in a few minutes. I don't want you to be my neighbor no more. I'm about to move, man. I may be worrying the piss out of me. Wait a minute. There is no way in hell CK could have paid me enough to bring them people on national TV. I cannot. Oh my God. Miss Marissa, Miss Denise, hey, my sister Ma, what's popping in H-Town? Miss Denise says she just got off, child. Wait a minute now. I got to go back up there with that lady at that Maria. That's your Ma. I just thought I heard you say my name. Don't, Marlene, don't start none won't be. When I look at here now, I can get with you now. And you better slow your roll. I ain't had no Mad Dog 2020 not yet. I done worked the day shift today, honey. I'm ready. I got time today. What you trying to do down there that chat? You didn't think I was up in here? I catch G when she come on. I be listening. May not be saying nothing down in that chat. What? My thoughts is, Miss Denise, hey lady. Lord, I got to go from Marlene to G. Marlene, you heard right. Now look at you. Now that girl right there, Roy. She been busy down in that chat today. But you got something for me too. I tell y'all one thing. I be just fine long as y'all don't come for me. And you know I ain't got my daughter. I get some of my feeling every time I think about my daughter. Y'all better shred lightly today, honey, and today Friday too. I got time today, honey. Marlene, you don't want this smoke, sis? Not forget about now. Baby, I'm ready for the smoke. Is that all you got? I got the whole fire, honey. Marlene look like she drinks Fred Sanford's right. Let me tell you something, honey. I may not have the money that I used to have and could do the things I used to could do that I was when my daughter was around, but I don't have to drink that cheap stuff, honey. The last cheap stuff that I had was that the Inez wine that did the boy mine, and he watered it down. It was so weak, child. I had to go get something else after I got that one. What is y'all talking about in this chat this afternoon? Lord, y'all keep the most stuff going I ever seen in my life. Gee, give her some smoke, honey. She don't want this. That Maria, she ain't ready. I ain't seen Martell tonight, girl. Today is Friday, honey. I don't know where he's at, honey. I don't keep up with that boy of mine, honey. The less he's around me, honey, the better off I'd have to. The less I have to drink. Let me put it to y'all like that, there, honey. Hey, Miss Carla, girl, you the only one down there seem like you got a little taste of sense. And the people in this chat, they do too much for me. Child. Let me tell y'all something. That boy of mine done drove my daughter away. And y'all know they're my babies. I love my babies and my daughter. I just come over here to relax with y'all sometimes. And if I pop off on y'all, I just get in my feelings because I think about how he did that daughter of mine, and it makes me very angry. And sometimes I might just take it out on y'all. I don't mean no harm by it. You know I love y'all ladies up over here. Look at that lady Maria again. Marlene, ain't nobody said shit about you. I said his brother, his pappy, and his sister. When I see you, why you got to put that thing down in that thing? Uh, Miss Roy, you better come on through with the super chat, child. You better look at it, look at it. That's a blessing to G's channel. Come on here, baby. That's a blessing, honey. We appreciate you, honey. We appreciate you. These here girls be cutting it. Miss Miss Marlene, look at here. Look at here. I've been trying not to give none of y'all the smoke, but all y'all can get this bullshit from me today now. Don't come up in here, it won't be none. Don't start none, it won't be none. At first, it's that Maria. I keep telling y'all I be in my feelings behind my damn daughter's gone. That boy of mine done ran away. I can't see my grandchildren. Look here, on a Friday night like tonight, honey, we be out getting ready to go eat some good food. I don't get that kind of stuff no more. That birdie with now, she ain't got no money. Y'all do the most when I come over here. I just be wanting to hang out with you ladies, but y'all always got to come with some bullshit. And then somebody that put down in the chat about that D nasty, a girl daddy done me and him supposed to been had some relation. Girl, I ain't had no relation with that the girl or daddy. I ain't got time for that stuff. Lord have mercy. You know what? I'm gonna have to go on and get me a drink after this here. Cause y'all just do too much over here sometimes. Y'all really do. Y'all do too much. If y'all could only tell my daughter that I said, hey, like y'all be asking me all these here questions when I come in this here live, y'all do everything except for that. That ain't got a damn thing to do with me. Redirect your attitude. Would you know what that lady Maria, you want the attitude and you can get it. Cause I don't like how you coming for me this afternoon, honey. Is you okay? Maria, are you okay? Cause you's coming mighty strong at me this afternoon. I got out work and I got all the time this afternoon. Look at it. There's another. It's just too many y'all coming for me this afternoon. Marlene, is your friends with Coldbird now? Marlene, is you friend? I always told y'all I ain't never cared for that girl. All this here mess that the boy mine did when he went to cheating with that's his fault, honey. That's his mess. I always tell him you just like your daddy. You just like your daddy, honey. Boone's Farm on me, G. Come on through, Miss Roy. I cannot. Oh my God. I ain't about to be messing with y'all up in here tonight. Miss Maria says, I don't need your attitude. I have my own. Well, then that's the attitude you better be trying to deal with, honey. Miss Carla. Miss Marlene, is the situation and D Nasty sister. Miss Marlene, is the situation and D Nasty sister wife? I don't know what they be doing over there, Miss Carla, honey. Whenever my son go around them, there two girls, honey, he always coming back looking real strange. I don't know what would be went on with them there people up yonder, honey. They do the most, child. Miss Maria, to my Boone's Farm is only $1. Child. Miss Marlene gonna have to do what she can with the Boone's Farm tonight, honey. Child. I done got in the house too. But honey, that boy mine's child, he sometimes I think that boy done lost all his mind, honey. He just can't get himself together, child. That daughter of mine don't want him. She ain't gonna never take him back. Boone's Farm is wine, says Miss Royal. $2 for a bottle of wine. Girl, they always tell me that cheap stuff get you real tipsy, honey. Well, that cheap stuff, honey, don't take a whole lot. I told y'all that's why come that boy of mine ain't got no more that Inez. It won't never the real thing. He put so much of that there, it liquid it down, diluted that stuff, honey. It took quite a bit for me to get a little buzz off of it. DoorDash, I guess, deliver cut water. Child, I don't think I want none of that cut water stuff, honey. That stuff is too much for me to tell me. I know they sell it over yonder in the Walmart. Boone's Farm will strip paint. What? My thought says Boone's Farm is a liver eater. Oh my God. Miss Royal, what you trying to do to me, honey, with the $2? What you trying to do? Child, I cannot. Miss Carla, they trying to set me up, Miss Carla. Miss Carla. Yes, sir. Miss Carla, come and save me, honey. Come and save my life. Marlene went in the kitchen to get her a little taste of something, child. I don't know what she about to mix up in there, honey. And she'll be back out here in a few minutes, honey, talking about you just like your daddy, boy. I tell him all the time, he just like your daddy. That's what his daddy did to me. He had all the women, honey. He just cheat on me, cheat on me, cheat on me, cheat on me, honey. If he hadn't went to prison, y'all, he probably been still cheating on me today, honey. Because I've been trying to hang in there with him, honey. I took as much as I could take. That was my back in the day drink, says Miss Royer. Okay, honey, you better come on through. Miss Maria says Boone's Farm was the drink of choice in the 70s. Woo, child, you know, I ain't never did a whole lot of drinking in my day, child. That stuff makes me go to sleep, honey. That's a good night medicine for a girl. I'll be right on to sleep. Sure would. Child. I don't think Marlene like it when y'all mention Martell, child, because Marlene is still pissed off with Martell, child. She's in her feelings, child. You know, and I can understand. Marlene was living her best life. That was her family. They all was merged together through those two people. And when Martell Holt couldn't keep his penis in the household, it cost all. Where there's smoke, there's fire, and everything blew the f up, y'all. And they ain't been the same. Miss Carla says, "What I get? Well, I guess, Royal. Buy Miss Marlene a bottle and G a bottle, and y'all can chat later." You know what, Miss Carla? Miss Marlene, don't say nothing to Carla. Don't say it, Miss Marlene. Miss Denise said they used to use Boone's Farm for the church Miss Denise, they ain't use that for no church communion, honey. Miss Denise, they used it for the church. Child, I thought something was wrong with me on Sunday morning when I got ready to leave. Champagne is what they boogie is the book. Champagne. Champagne is what they boogie drink. Huh? Miss Roy says, Miss Denise, no. Girl. Miss Denise, the church communion. No wonder the folk in the church house be acting a little crazy, honey. Not the communion. I cannot. I cannot with y'all. Mm-mm. The church communion, though. Oh, Lord Jesus Christ. Mm-mm. Child, at my mama church, Miss Denise said, ooh, the uppity is the bougie. Ooh, child. I thought you finna say something about the upper room. Not in the upper room, honey. Child. Miss Denise, and don't go to church on Sunday, because you up in there trying to get you a little taste of that communion. My thought says he was out there swinging and slinging, hunched right back to Skid Row. Oop. I tell you, my thoughts. There's a plenty of times he wish he'd have kept that penis in the household now, honey. That the daughter of mine won't play in that mess, honey. Mm-mm. She won't play in that mess. She might have had to fight her way out of it, and she got that the bodyguard now, but he ain't think he ain't gonna slide up there on that man, hun. I tell him too, you know, he gets pissed off when I say this, y'all. I said that's show. I mean, I know he got a whole family, honey, but she got a nice man taking care of her and my grandbabies now, hun. He get pissed off when I say that there. Mr. Niece says, baby, they really be slanging in the real spirit, honey. Not the real spirit, honey. Sure. Miss Maria said 2 swallows of Boone's Farm would have you on your ass. What? I ain't about to be doing that. No, thank you. Y'all can have the Boone's Farm, honey. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Child. Y'all ain't right. Y'all ain't right. We got call up here to my destiny about a whole family. Miss Roya trying to give me tips on some Boone's Farm. I got Miss Maria said it's gonna have me laid out. Miss Denise saying was Sunday communion. Let me see what my thoughts said. Martell hold out there swinging and slinging, child. He couldn't get right, child. He couldn't get right, child. I think that girl made him some spaghetti or something, child. She might be like Lulu, child. I don't know, y'all. She might have been another Lulu child. Miss Denise, Mr. Niece. Mr. Niece, have you seen Lulu and her brother? The word on the curve is that Lulu and her brother done did some things to Tyrone, Miss Denise. Miss Maria says, I drank champagne, one sip of Boone's Farm, and I was like, shit, no, thank you. Ooh. Child. Mm-mm. I don't want none of that stuff y'all got, child. Mm-mm, no, thank you. Uh-uh. Child. My thoughts is, Miss Denise, unlike some of this mess going on today, our preachers wearing dresses and heels in the pulpit. God gonna come in and clean house, honey. Excuse me, y'all. He gonna come through here in a few minutes, honey. It ain't gonna be long, honey. He gonna clean up the house, honey. And don't forget the man bag, my thoughts. You done left that one out, honey. What about the man bag? I wish a mofo would. I don't want no man to tote my pocketbook. I used to think that was kind of cute back in the day when, if they was walking beside you and you had one of them bags, nice bags, and they want to get your bag. I don't know. That might have been a little bit of suspect way back then, y'all. What y'all think that was? I moved up to Stella Rose now. Come on through here, Stella. What y'all think that was? That could have been suspect back then in the day, child, but we ain't look at all this bullshit out here today like it is back in the day like it is now. We thought it was, cute and didn't even think twice about it. But you let a brother pick up your bag today, you be like, wait a minute. Wait a damn minute. Don't be using me for no cover. Miss Carla to my what about the flying preachers? Girl, where they flying to? My thought says Royal, now that's my drink. It's so good. Ooh, not the Stella Rose. Stella Rose. Mr. Nee says that's why I don't go to church no more. Bedside Baptist, honey. Bedside Baptist. I hate that with Shador. What you hate? My thought. I meant my sweets. Roy says my thoughts. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. What you hate? My sweet. Child, I cannot with y'all. Child. And these people think preachers think they ain't nothing wrong with this stuff, child. My birthday next Friday, I'm getting some Stella Rose. Go on and get yourself some Stella, girl. Stella! My birthday come by. I don't know what Stella may be doing. Mr. Sign says, Honest one is Stella Rose with a new label. Come on through with that new label then. My sweet tomato bag. Woo child, my thought says, Miss Denise, it's hard to find a good church nowadays. You can find a good church anywhere, my thoughts, but how about a good pastor? How about a good pastor? Can we get some good pastors? Can we get some of them old timey pastors from way back in the day? Can we get some of them old timey pastors? Child, these pastors we got today, let's talk about it for a few minutes. Miss Roy says, Miss Denise, yes, ma'am. The pastor today, child, they just want you to, and y'all know we in hard times. People trying to survive, groceries, gas, everything so high. Child, the preachers that they don't care about that, honey. Way back in the day, child, they used to pull together and help the people that needed a little help. They don't do that kind of stuff no more. Child, they don't. They got to know how long you been at the church, how many tithes and offering you pay. Ain't that something, y'all? They got to run all that down before they help a lady with her light bill. Ain't that something? I figured if you got God in your heart, child, and God loves a cheerful giver. That's what I was raised up on. God loves a cheerful giver. I figured if you got your neighbor, your it don't matter how long they've been at the church, pull together and help the people. Now, would they be able to help everybody that come through the door? Probably not. But with the faith of a mustard seed, God ain't gonna let these people fail. That's just me, y'all. Um, Miss Roya says that Sonya, I love the new label. Miss Langton, my thoughts. Miss Maria says, I like Cooper's Hawk bubbly rose when I drink wine. My drink of choice is Crown Royal Black or Vanilla. Ooh, that sounds really interesting. Especially, is this chilled too? My sweet says, the white bag kills my spirit. Not the white bag, baby. Miss Denise says, I guess my mom had a good pastor. He was laying hands on the women. They Miss Denise, Miss Maria says, the time out will be open on Monday, but I'm about to do something with you and Miss Carla and them up in here today. Child. Miss Maria says, we have an old time pastor and I love it. Our church isn't like that. If you have a need, you go to the trustees. Yes, 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 yes. Miss Roy says, Maria, Royal Crown is good too. My thoughts of Jamal was at my brother's church speaking at a marriage retreat a week before the dress mess. He is a lie on TV and in real life. Child, did y'all see that pastor that came through and said Pastor Jamal wife looked like a, well, he didn't say her, but he said the hobo. That's what he said, child. And Jamal caught himself going back at him. And I don't think he was ready for that smoke, honey. Jamal, you might want to go sit down. And let me talk about that for a little taste of a minute. Um, you know what's appropriate when you put it on. You looking in the mirror. You going to you a first lady. You don't just come out any kind of way. That lady knew what she was doing. She knew the attention she was seeking when she put that mofo dress on. And he gonna come out talking about some he bought it for. You should be ashamed of yourself for purchasing the first lady such a dress like that and have her to put it on and wear to the church. She get all the smoke she get, and you do too. Come on back out here, Pastor, and let him know some more. That one of them old timing pastors that came out and read him down for 500. I was ready for it too. Miss Carla says, I have no reason to go to anyone's corner. The truth will set you free, honey. Come on through here, Miss Carla. Miss Maria says, my thoughts. A pastor said Jamal presented his wife like a $2 whore. That's what he said, honey. That's what he said. I ain't mad at the pastor for saying that. Yeah, he did. He want to say he the one that purchased the dress, just like that pastor said. Well, I would have said, well, baby, you wear that when the grandchildren ain't around. You wear that when ain't nobody around but just me and you. If you want her to dress like that, don't put no first lady in no dress like that. What's wrong with y'all? Then the mothers of the church be trying to clock everybody else that coming through the doors, want to take them scars and throw across your ankles and all that kind of bullshit. What did y'all put across his whole wife's body? You want to talk about something? Nah, shame on you, Jamal. You get what you get. Don't nobody feel no ways tired about you. And your wife should be shaming herself, like I said, because she looks in the mirror. She knew what was going to be presentable and what was not going to be presentable. That's just it. She didn't need his okay to say, oh, baby, you need to wear that dress today. Oh, baby, nah, you didn't need that. You didn't need him to tell you not to wear that. I don't know where y'all purchased that from, Timu or who, honey, but you need to see can y'all get y'all little 75 cents back. You need to see can you get a refund for that one, child. That's what you need to go do. Work on a refund. Can I get a to the fund? That's what we need. Refund. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Somebody need to shut him down. He always trying to be playing with somebody in the church house and all that kind of bullshit. Malaysia! Mm-hmm. Everybody know what's going on. But had that girl down in that house in Atlanta and couldn't even afford it. Jamal, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. Miss Healing girl. She said, not 75 cents. Yes, honey. Yes, that part right there. Miss Maria says that pastor didn't whisper or stutter or bite his tongue. He said it loudly and stood on it, stood 10 toes down, and I was right there with him, honey. Miss my thought says Miss Maria, yes, he did. I say a 2 cent 304 all lines on that dress led to the back spot, the front spot, and the milk jug. Ooh, them ninjas knew what they were doing. You better come on through here with it, hun. Mm-hmm. Miss Maria says, Healing, hey friend, where you been? You know she in school, honey. She in school. I'm gonna get her hall pass. And she get a little hall pass, Miss Maria. Mm-hmm. Yeah. My thought says, Miss Healing, hey lady. Child, that was good to me for that man to come out and stand in and like that right there and put the Jamal on his buttocks. Sorry. They said Jamal had that dress custom made for his wife, price 4,700. Miss Carla, are you okay? I've been asking you that quite often tonight. Are you okay, Miss Carla? Because if he paid 4,700, take that 700 off that there bullshit, Miss Carla. We might can work with something at $4. Maria says, a healing, we've missed you. How's everything going? Mm-hmm. Oh. Child. She said it's going good. Continue to stand strong in school, Miss Healing. I give you a hall pass. We sending you love and prayers as you go through this journey, child. Because, child, when you get older, they don't have no pity on the elderly, child, whether you in class or online, honey. Miss Carla says, yes, I am fine, baby. All right, Miss Carla. My thought says that, Carla, where did the other lady get the same dress from? She must have had the same tailor. He lie, and he lie. She says, thank you, G. Yes, yeah. Y'all, these people they don't fear God either, y'all. You keep on playing with the good Lord. Gonna knock you on your ass. I ain't even finna sugarcoat it. That's what's gonna happen. Child, I'm scared of God, y'all. I don't be playing with him. Mm-mm. No, ma'am, no way, no house shoes. I ain't about to do that one, honey. And I don't know this dude right. He's a little crazy if y'all ask me. I always said there was something wrong with him. It's all it's always them old brothers that ain't no really good lookers. Always be trying to get all the women. That's why come he chose to be a pastor, because he figured if he looked like he was on a certain status or whatever, he could pull some women. They just thought you had some money, fool. And that girl ended up being put out the house and everything else. Had to go back over yonder to L.A. Shame on you. My thoughts of them poor church members. He is just as bad as Eddie Long was. God is not mocked. Keep playing. Keep on playing. That's what I'm talking about right there. You know, keep on. It's gonna be like what that big man I don't mean it like that, but I can't call his name not yet. What's that come on, y'all. Come on now. He had a massive heart attack. Uh, what is daggone. Come on, y'all. Y'all know what I'm talking about. He cheat on his wife all the time too. What his name? Hey, what his name, y'all? Gee, that man looks dusty and like his breath smells very bad. It probably do smell like the toilet. What's that man name, y'all? That's the Gray. John Gray. Y'all thought I wasn't gonna get it then. Keep on. Get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready. That not get ready. That's Bishop T.D. Jakes right there. Get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready. Nah, we ain't talking about him, child. I talk about Pastor John Gray, honey. Pastor John Gray. Woo, child. He likes to do home visits, honey. He loves to lay the hands, the Peter with a whacker, and everything else he can lay on you, honey, if you give me a chance. Oh, I forgot about Mr. Gray. Yes, honey. And they can have some decent looking wives, honey. And they stand by that buster and let them take them down through there like that. I wish I more. I tell y'all, I know two wrongs don't make a right, honey. Uh-uh. No. Pastor John Gray done had massive heart attacks and everything else, and he still ain't learned to keep his Peter in the house, too. Woo! Wee! What's wrong with y'all? What's wrong with y'all? Y'all better get right, honey. Y'all better get right. Ooh, child. Yeah, but y'all know what? Let's have a little taste of a real conversation. You know, pastors like this, y'all, they always say, and people that unalive people and stuff do this too. They'll say God knows their heart and all of that. God knows everybody heart, but why you gotta be out there playing with them like that though for? If you ain't ready, you ain't ready. Not get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready, but you ain't ready. My thought says he like to lie too and say he did not really cheat. The wife sits there like a Derek Jack's wife. Wake up, ladies. Damn fools, y'all. I'm sorry. Miss Hiller says, you better be following the word if you know what I know. You better come on through here. My thought says, I second that healing. Miss Maria says, our pastor keeps their hands to themselves. When they do a home visit, they are accompanied by church mothers. Come on through it. No. Mm-mm. Grace said he got to do his home visits by himself. Pastor Grail said he was just so happy to be riding down the road. And one of the deacons called him and told him, Sister Angel, living out there on 45th Street. She's going through Pastor Gray. Can you pull up their address for me? Yes, Pastor Gray, I'll pull that address up to you and I'll send it to you right now. And that's how Pastor Gray ends up over yonder where he ends up, child. 9 times out of 10, his little Peter done jumped out his pants, child. I'm just saying. I ain't never figured out not. Pastor Gray allegedly, do you have some outside cheering out there? I used to like to look at that show to him, his Avenger, whatever her name is. They used to have, but Pastor Gray, you don't do that mess like that. Miss Healing says, yes, my thought. My thought says, that's the way to do it. My pastor don't let anyone in his office without someone else sitting in. Most times, another woman. Absolutely. Keep your hand and everything else clean, child. They ain't gonna get a chance to put nothing off on me, honey. I don't blame him for that. His healing says these pastors are getting the light shown on them, and they need to. They need to. They really do. Child, in my day when we was going to school, Sunday school, church every day, after the evening service, child, we had 3 services. We was there 3 services, child. But child, you can barely tolerate a morning service now in these churches, child. They be doing the most. They turn away the people that they need to be helping, and child, it's rough out here. And that can lead to a lot of people not wanting to attend the church. You know, when they have it, they give it, but then when they need, they can't get the help. That ain't right, y'all. They are chasing that dollar. That's their God. That dollar, the look like, to keep me in my home, all of that kind of stuff. I don't think that's right. My thought says they get on TV and go super beast mode. Remember, Dietrich Haddon sent a pic of his, not a pic to a lady. They crazy for real. Girl, he ain't seen the John boy out there out of did it. Miss Maria says my thoughts exactly. I'm a deaconess and a pastor's aide. If women needs a word with the pastor, one of us is right there. And therefore, everybody hands are clean. You better come on through. A lot of people could learn from churches like that, but they don't want to. Like y'all said, they chasing that dollar, and they ain't trying to let one pastor outdo them, child. But Pastor Gray, Jamal, all y'all get what y'all get. Get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready. You too. I used to love to look at you. He disappointed me, y'all. He really did. And then the people telling me when he had that fake passing out in the pulpit up there, that wasn't even real. Miss Roy says Maria right. They tell me, get ready, that wasn't real. He faked that, y'all. When all that where my sweet at? My sweet, I need your attendance in here. When all that diddy bullshit came out, 'cause he thought he was gonna be out there on the forefront. And he faked sick and all that kind of stuff. Oh, they gonna have pity on me because they know my heart and this and that is weak. They ain't gonna come for me. Child. Child. What is wrong with y'all? Mm, 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 mm. Child, I don't know what they got going on. I really don't. But they better get themselves closer to the good Lord. Miss Denise says he did. Mm. And they ain't got no shame, y'all. So many people out here needing help and stuff. And um, a lot of people be like, well, I haven't been to church in a long time, or I'm not a member of that church. And I can see it, you just walking through the door, going through some things. and you crying out for the church to help you, and the first thing they want to know, is she a member? How long she been here? How much ties have she been? Girl, come on, y'all. Mm-mm. Um, Fake the whole thing. And my thought says, I don't see how people can sit in a church and know that the pastor is a 304 child. Yes. Miss Maria says, a lot of young folk want to say we too strict. Blah, blah, blah. We say there is no need for there to be any hint of inappropriate or misunderstanding. Mr. Ray says, the God I serve is giving them a chance to truly repent. Mr. Nee says, his daughter stole that woman, baby. Get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready. Yes. Miss Healing says, hi, Miss Denise. My thought says, Miss Denise, Miss Denise says, I don't listen to those Jake family. Mm. My thought says, right. My sweet says, no, that wasn't going to happen because my man didn't put a lot of money into the collection. He your man again, my sweet girl. Miss Roy says, thank you, G, for this great live and chat. The laughter did me a whole lot of good. Thank you, Miss Roy. We appreciate you coming in, hanging out with us, child. That's what it's all about, laughing and enjoying life. Anybody got time for all that other bullshit, that child? But yes, honey, Miss Maria says that Royal. Okay, thanks for dropping in. Enjoy your evening. Miss Denise says at Miss Helen, hello, Miss Helen. Yes, 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 child. Yes, child. But these people out here, they be doing too much, child. I wish I could snap my finger and make them, go back to the olden days, when things was much simpler. We people would say struggle, but I say it was the better life then than now. I can truly say that. My thought says my brother's church as new members to put the church on as a payroll deduction to join. Said it helps to meet their the tithes. What? Child. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Child, cause they may be some Sundays I go in the church and I thump the bottom of the pan, child. Y'all better keep on passing it down. Child, keep on passing it down to the next one. All I know to tell you, child. I tell you. Good night, Miss Royal. Thank you. We sending you loves. Yes, child. But child, I don't know what it's gonna take. It's been a lot of people got exposed and stuff, and they still ain't learned no lesson. Maybe because 9 times out of 10 they think that they're untouchable, y'all. But God said, My thought says I am trying to get him out of that a devil's den. Please pray his way up out of that. My thought, just pray for him. Don't go to him or none of that kind of stuff, cause he'll try to probably put it off on you. Maria says my thoughts in auto pay. Girl, not the auto pay. I can talk with Miss Maria. Mm-mm. Miss my thought says yes. Some here have an ATM in the church. Yeah, some. Yeah, a lot of people had ATMs put in churches and stuff. Yeah, but some of them pastors get real vicious when you don't, give them that money that they want or whatever. They want to see your pay stub and all of that. Anytime I go to church and they ask me for my pay stub, it's time for me to relocate. I just start doing bedside service and read my Bible and pray for myself. I can do just as good as they do. Um, Miss Helen says a lot of parents stop teaching their children the godly way. You are seeing the results. Yes, when they took prayer out of the school, child. They took the prayer out of the school and let the devil in, child. That's what happened. And we got the devil, demons, guns, this child. It's a lot of stuff. It is so much going on. It's just too much. Um, all I can do, I thank God for my sons graduating college and all of that. And I just pray for real hard for my grandkids now to make it through, to get grown, make it through, y'all. My sweet says, I only pay my tithes what God required, nothing more. Absolutely. My thought says, if I don't make it to the building I watch on YouTube, and I make my boys get it in either way. Yes. Um, Miss Maria says my thoughts they have here like that. We have added a pay app instead of collecting cash. That's good too. But yeah, but you know what, y'all? I really believe, and I don't know why these pastors, preachers haven't thought of this, you know, instead of them being so greedy. When you get in that casket, all of this materialistic stuff, it doesn't go with you. It's just left. I don't know why they don't get that. I guess they want to have that look like while they riding down the highway and stuff. But yeah. Um, Miss Helen says my thoughts. I came out of the church in 2020. Thank you, Miss Maria. Mm. I think I came out when COVID came about, y'all, and I pray. And but yeah, sometimes y'all, I do listen. I still listen to Joe Osteen. Sometimes I heard a little twinkle twinkle, but not a whole lot of cheating rumors and all of that stuff about him and stuff. But I pray for myself. Um, and as far as the ties, sometimes if you have some extra and somebody's in front of you in the grocery store or whatever, you know, you can bless like that as well. Some people may not see it that way, but I don't know. To each his own, child. I'm just trying to get into heaven. I can't pray nobody else into heaven. And that's it, and that's all, cheering. That's the best we can do. Child, I don't know. In this day and time, you gotta be careful with the conversation you have with people because they ain't about to listen to you. They ain't gonna listen. Mm-mm. Sewing. Miss Maria says when COVID hit, we had service via our website and Bible study prayer meetings via Zoom. Now that was one really good thing that was good as far as the internet, having internet and all that for, when COVID hit, you could still attend service and all of that. I know it wasn't like the same. Um Miss Hiller says my thoughts the church should be for deliverance. With all these churches, why are the people doing the devil's work? I don't know. My thoughts is if a person don't have a job, they can't pay tithes. God is all people, rich, middle, and poor. Yes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Miss here says, G, take them to the word. It doesn't lie. It will not come back void. You better know it. You better know it. Absolutely not. Mm-mm. But y'all, all we can do is pray. Pray for better days. Just keep on praying, keep on praying. Y'all remember way back in the early 70s, 80s, 90s, all of that. A lot of people had to go out and work in the fields and stuff, and just trying to survive. We prayed for better days, what we thought was gonna be better days. It looked like it was gonna be better days, but as for me, I think it tore a lot of families up because, back then people were more on the same level, like kind of like level playing field or whatever, and everybody helped everybody back in the day. But now people are got to stay a step ahead of this one, got to stay a step ahead of that one. Can't let this one outdo me. Can't let that one outdo me. And we just need to keep in mind favor ain't fair. And when it's your time, it's going to be your time. Whatever God has for you, there's no devil in hell can stop it, honey. Just know that. But anyway, y'all, we done been in here for 2 hours, child. We done been talking about some anything and everybody seem like, child. Miss Hiller says Israel is a stiff necked people. They love the darkness more than the light. Wow. That's a lot. Yeah. We just pray that people take heed and these pastors get themselves right. How you stand up here trying to tell somebody else and you ain't even doing right? Come on, dude. And they be thinking what's done in the dark ain't gonna come to the light. And then they thinking they hiding behind these internet and all this kind of stuff in this day and time. Child, y'all better cut that mess out. My thought says it sometimes seems like the less some people have, the more they give and try to help the super rich or most greedy. Yes, ma'am. And let me tell you something else. I'm not a prejudiced person by no means, but these clear people be snatching and grabbing and throwing daggone tantrums and everything else because they feel so privileged, y'all. Miss Maria says, when I came up, everybody helped one another because we were all in the same boat. You see what I'm talking about? And life was so good. When they said it take a village to raise children, nothing was said. It took a village to help feed children, families, and all of that. Nothing was never said. Always appreciated and stuff. I just feel like when people and there's nothing wrong with schools, colleges, all that is a plus. But you know what, y'all? Let me tell y'all something else too. I'm finding in this day and time, I don't know what happened. I don't know why people seem like they don't want to work or don't have to have jobs and stuff. But have anybody paid any attention? Um, well, maybe it depends on what kind of job you're looking for and stuff. People don't even ask you college degrees and all of that kind of stuff. Nobody really talks about your college degree and stuff nowadays. Be like that old lady trying to get to the mailbox. I finally paid off my college, my student loan. That's what it's gonna be like. But for real, people don't be thinking about you in no college in this day and time. I mean, you can go. But I'm just saying, child, you got people in some of these positions that don't even really qualify to be in the positions. Um, I feel like if a person is in like a district manager position, whatever, whatever. I feel as though that person should have started from the bottom and worked their way up to the top. Therefore, if there's a problem at the bottom, in the middle, they know how to go in and tweak it or fix it or have some know-how, some knowledge of this. Not in this day and time. I need a body in that spot. And they just give it to the person, not even no qualifications at all. But then, like I said, when they need something at the bottom, they clueless. That's ridiculous to me. Um, Miss Healing says, I pay it forward. I'd rather give to the needy rather than the greedy. Come on through here. My thought says too many of us have degrees now. They are trying to find a way to move the goalposts. Believe me. Oh yeah, I'm sure they are. Absolutely. I believe that part. My thoughts. Yes, absolutely. But I have enjoyed y'all this good old Friday, child. Miss Maria says you could go to your neighbors and borrow an egg or butter, milk or bread with no problem. Your neighbors looked out after your children or your house when you were gone. They'd offer you a ride. Shaking my head. Facts. Miss Helen says my thoughts. You better not offer nobody no ride today. Now that's one thing I will not do. I will not do that if I had my whole entire family in my car with me, honey. I will not chance that at all. One person, two person, boy, way back in the day we could, but not in this day and time. No, no, ma'am, no, sir, no way, no ham, no. We be like Tyrone, y'all. But anyway, y'all about to get up off of here. I have enjoyed y'all this Friday. Thank y'all so much for swinging through and talking with G Child. I have really enjoyed y'all. Prayers for Romika Meek, prayers for Tyrone, justice for the whole entire justice for Ramika and justice for Tyrone and prayers for the whole entire family. These people needs relief, y'all. It's in Shanquilla Robinson. I got to keep Shanquilla out there too, because nobody has been arrested at all in Shanquilla and Tyrone situation. So prayers up for these families, child. Yeah, I know I said I'm gonna get up off of here, and I am. But I know that has to be a very heavy burden to lay down every night, and you don't have your loved one um have an idea who may have done it. Don't know if we're gonna get justice for this. Justice ain't gonna bring them back. Child, that's a lot. That's a heavy, heavy, heavy burden. And especially for Ramika, Meek's son, Amir. That little boy got all this weight on his shoulder at 7 years old. He didn't even ask for. That's a lot. So prayers for that baby, y'all. I hope he's getting all the therapy that he needs. In child, this is a lot. But anyway, happy Friday, everybody. I love y'all so much. Until the next time, in the words of Miss Maria, she says, thanks for dropping in on the live. I hope you were entertained. Until the next time, wishing y'all love, peace, and hair grease. Enjoy your evening. Yes, and thank you, Miss Maria. She says, justice for Tyrone, Blue Hearts, and hashtag justice for Ramika, justice for Shanquilla. Absolutely. Prayers for the family. Y'all have a good night. Catch y'all on the next one. Bye.